Seniors, listen to me and listen closely. Every month, millions of you are quietly being drained by sneaky fees that shouldn't even exist. I've been a lawyer for over 30 years, and what I'm about to share could put hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars back in your pocket. So don't go anywhere. These 6 monthly fees are just scams, and I'm going to help you stop paying them today. Before we start, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. I'm taking back my money. Let's show these companies we're not easy targets. 1. Identity protection subscriptions from your bank or credit card. Let me start with something that makes my blood boil. I've watched banks and credit card companies quietly drain money from unsuspecting seniors for years, all under the comforting disguise of protecting you. These so-called identity protection subscriptions, where they charge you $12, $20, or even $30 a month, are marketed like they're keeping your financial world safe. But here's the legal truth. Your bank is already obligated by law to monitor your account for fraud. That's not a special feature. That's their job. So what are you really paying for? A few fancy notifications? A customer service line that barely picks up? Maybe an email once a month telling you that all looks good? It's nonsense. You're paying for peace of mind that was already supposed to be free. One client of mine, let's call her Margaret, came to me after realizing she'd paid $468 over 2 years to her credit card company for fraud monitoring. And guess what? She'd never used it once. When she did have a suspicious charge, the company flagged it without using the subscription at all. Why? Because they had to, not because she was paying extra. If you're still subscribed to one of these services, ask yourself this. Would your bank let fraud slide just because you didn't pay a premium? Of course not. You don't need to pay extra to be protected. You need to pay attention. And that starts with canceling this useless fee today. 2. Senior discount shopping clubs. This one makes me especially upset because it targets the heart of older adults' sensibilities. We're smart shoppers. We look for value. So when a company comes along and says, pay just $9.99 a month and unlock hundreds in savings, it sounds like a no-brainer. But here's the catch. Most of these so-called senior shopping clubs offer you deals that are already available to the public, if not cheaper. They dress it up with exclusive language, but they're really just preying on older adults who think they're missing out unless they pay up. Let me tell you about Harold, a 78-year-old man who signed up for a senior savings club promising restaurant discounts, travel vouchers, and grocery deals. After 6 months of paying, his daughter looked into it and realized something shocking. All of those deals could be found online for free. Literally, every single one. Even worse, when Harold tried to cancel, they hit him with a reactivation fee because he didn't cancel within the trial period. Something buried deep in a 3,000-word user agreement. These clubs use your age as a selling point, when in reality, your age should be a shield, not a target. Before you join any program, ask yourself, would I still get these savings without this membership? In most cases, the answer is yes. And if you're ever unsure, ask a trusted family member or friend to take a look before you sign anything. These clubs aren't about saving you money. They're about slowly draining it, one monthly charge at a time. 3. Tech support subscriptions you never use. Now, let's talk about one of the fastest growing scams I've seen in the past 5 years, tech support subscriptions. You may have seen a pop-up that says, your computer is infected, click here. Or maybe someone called you saying they were from Microsoft and they needed to remotely access your device to fix a virus. And before you knew it, they signed you up for a $29.99 a month tech protection plan. Let me say this clearly and firmly. Microsoft, Apple, and Google will never call you. They do not cold call. They do not pop up virus alerts that ask for your credit card. That's not how legitimate tech companies operate. But scammers do. And even worse, Some of these scammers turn around and register real monthly subscriptions on your card, so the charges look official. The logo might say TechSecure 365 or Safe Connect Pro, names that sound trustworthy. But guess what? They're not helping you. They're helping themselves to your money. One client, Denise, came to me heartbroken. She'd paid over $1,100 over 3 years to a tech support service she never once used. The only reason she found out, her grandson looked through her bank statements and flagged it. That company never provided a single update, check-in, or actual service. And even for the ones that are technically real, ask yourself, are you actually calling them when something goes wrong? Or are they just sitting there, taking your money month after month while you rely on your neighbor's kid to fix your printer? You don't need a monthly tech subscription unless you're using it regularly, and unless it comes from a known, legitimate source. Otherwise, it's just a fear-based fee designed to keep you feeling helpless. And you're not helpless. Not on my watch. 4. Useless extended warranties that auto-renew. Now, this one right here, it's practically legal theft wrapped up in fine print. Let me walk you through what's really going on with these extended warranty companies. You buy an appliance, maybe a fridge, a microwave, or even a coffee machine. The salesperson offers you a peace of mind warranty that covers it for another 3 or 5 years. They frame it like it's the smart, responsible thing to do, especially for seniors. What they don't tell you, most modern appliances already come with a manufacturer's warranty that covers defects. And by the time your paid warranty kicks in, it often overlaps with that free one. Or worse, the item has already broken down and been replaced. And here's where it gets slimy. Some of these third-party warranty services bury a clause that automatically renews your coverage every year or even every month without ever notifying you. One woman I worked with was still being charged $17.99 a month for a dryer warranty 7 years after the dryer had been replaced. She didn't realize it until she switched banks and the auto charge failed. That's how long they were leeching off her account. I personally called the company on her behalf. Know what they told me? It's in the terms and conditions. As if that makes it right. And good luck trying to get a payout when something does break. I've read dozens of these so-called protection plans. They're packed with loopholes. Accidental damage not covered, normal wear and tear not covered, repair must be pre-approved, and the worst one, only valid if serviced by an authorized technician. And guess what? There's usually one of those per state. So, what are you actually buying? Not security, not savings, just a false sense of protection. And you're paying for that feeling every single month, year after year. My legal advice: go through every line of your credit card bill and look for charges that say protection plan, extended coverage, warranty service, or anything similar. If you don't recognize it, call and cancel it immediately. And if they try to scare you, just remember, if your appliance dies tomorrow, you can probably buy a new one for less than what you've been paying in fees. 5. Health discount plans that sound like insurance, but aren't. Now buckle up, because this one infuriates me to no end. There is a special place in legal hell reserved for companies that disguise discount cards as health insurance, because they prey on the one thing that matters most to us as we age, our health. Let me explain what these things are. You've probably seen ads that say things like, save 80% on prescriptions, or dental and vision coverage for just $39.99 per month. It sounds like real insurance. They show smiling seniors, logos that look vaguely like Medicare or Blue Cross, and testimonials that say, this saved my life. But here's the trick. These are not insurance. They're just discount programs, and many of them don't actually save you a dime. You're paying for the possibility that a doctor or pharmacy might accept the discount, and most don't. They just take your money, give you a flimsy card, and vanish. I had a client, George, who signed up for one of these plans because he thought it would cover his prescriptions after he fell into the Medicare donut hole. He paid $44.99 a month for 6 months, thinking it would help with his insulin costs. You want to know how much it saved him? $12. Not $12 per month, $12 total. When we contacted the company, they said, "We don't guarantee savings. We only offer access to discounted networks." What kind of network is that? A ghost network? And some of them are even worse. They lure you in with a free trial, then start charging your card without notice. It's not insurance. It's not even useful. It's legalized misdirection. Please, for your own safety, never assume that anything claiming to offer savings on healthcare is legitimate without checking it thoroughly. Call your doctor, your pharmacist, or even a licensed insurance agent. And if you're already subscribed to one of these services, go through their website, read the fine print, and cancel it. Then call your bank and make sure they don't charge you again. Because let me tell you something, real insurance is regulated. These companies, they're regulated like a discount coffee punch card. 6 magazine and newspaper subscriptions you didn't know you had. This last one might sound small, maybe even a bit funny, but trust me, it's a slow bleed that adds up fast. We all like to stay informed. And years ago, many of us signed up for newspapers or magazines that felt meaningful. But nowadays, most of these subscriptions have quietly shifted to automatic digital renewals, meaning even if you haven't touched that app or read an issue in years, you might still be paying for it every single month. Now, here's where it gets dirty. Many of these companies don't send receipts. They just charge you $6.99 here, $14.95 there, under vague names like Digital Media Group or InfoPress Sub. It's hard to spot, especially if you're not scrutinizing your statements line by line. I had one older couple from New Jersey who came to me after they realized they'd been paying for 9 separate magazine subscriptions, some for more than 3 years. When we added it up, it totaled over $2,000 in wasted charges. And you want to know the worst part? They hadn't read a single issue. Some of these start as free trials, the kind you might sign up for with a TV or streaming service. And unless you actively cancel, they'll roll into monthly charges that just keep going. And when you try to cancel, they'll ask you to call during business hours, provide a long reference number, or go through a 10-minute phone tree. That's not customer service. That's customer trap. So what do? Once a year, every single year, take an hour, sit down with a loved one or a friend, and pull up your card and bank statements. Look at every charge. If you don't immediately recognize what it's for, Google it. You'd be shocked how many tiny, sneaky subscriptions are draining your money quietly. Because the truth is, these companies don't care if you're 30 or 80. If you're not watching, they're charging. And you deserve better than that.